Folks, it is hard to beat Satan. Because clearly the Chiefs have sold their souls to the devil. And Satan helps them win games. Without a doubt, that's the truth, and we have to deal with it. Because they won again by one score with a doinked chip shot field goal to beat the Chargers tonight in a very, 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 very strange game. It started very slow with lots of defensive stops, held the field goals. Chargers pass rush played immaculate. They got so many pressures, so many hits on Mahomes. Khalil Mack had a huge sack. Chargers offense in the first quarter did nothing really. It's tough. It's very tough to win games when your best receiver, no offense, is a short, tiny little white man. Makes things very difficult. And when he's out, things are just so much worse, which is a huge problem. If you have to rely on a small, tiny white man to be the focal point. Those are great. Tiny, small white men are great. They're great support, but they're not the focal piece. And the first quarter was okay. It was 3-0 at the end of the first. Chargers felt okay. It's only 3-0 against both the Chiefs. Not bad. We'll take it. The second quarter was where shit got really bad. Bosa had a good sack to start it, but then Herbert missed a butt open Josh Palmer for an easy touchdown. It would have been like an 80-yard touchdown. Just airmailed it, which led to a 3-and-out. And then the Chargers forget to guard Juju Smith-Schuster, who's somehow still in the league and is still playing. And then they get lucky though after they give a big miss, leaving him wide open, and the defense gets another great stop and forces another field goal, so they make it 6-0. And then here's an interesting fact: I saw DJ Chark on the field for the first time this year, which is crazy because he's been off IR for many weeks now, and I've watched every game, every snap of every game. I've never actually seen him on the field. It didn't matter. I don't think he did anything in this game. And then I just wrote down, running backs and offense suck. I think that was after a drop by Vidal, which is fine. Also, this is when the Collinsworth pointed this out, that the Chiefs' right tackle just cheats. He just leans back every play, which kind of helps because it lets the rushers know it's a pass or run, but also is a full start every play. So, okay, it's fine. It didn't really matter that much. And then Palmer had a huge drop where he slipped and then almost got it, and then didn't catch it, which hurt for the second 3-and-out in a row. And then, or maybe that was, no, maybe there's another. No, that was the third 3-and-out, because then Herbert rolls out and makes an incredible throw to Quentin Johnston and gets absolutely crushed and injures his leg, and my heart dropped. I thought, okay, season's over, game's over. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do on Sundays. Tragic. And then also they got held back with an alt holding, which is brutal. And then Mahomes makes an incredible play because he was getting beat up the entire night, and he makes an incredible shot to Worthy and just to get a first down. And then they call Fulton for a PI, get down, and then score a touchdown right before half to go up 13-0. And I wrote, game over. I thought it was over. I thought Herbert was dead. And I thought, there's no way Heineke's going to do anything. And then Herbert came back, actually. I was surprised that Herbert played. And then it was kind of a horrible 1-minute drill. And then it was really bad. I think it's a bad thing. Call me crazy. I think it's a bad thing when Taylor Heineke is the leading rusher at halftime. I think that's a problem. And then there's halftime, and I sat there, and I was upset. I was really upset. I wanted to, if I made a video at halftime, I'd be screaming right now. I was so pissed. And then the third quarter started, and there was a great drive, third down conversion by Palmer, or fourth down conversion by Palmer. Incredible. And then one of the shittiest plays I've seen where they did a pitch to Darius Davis for -7 yards, which I thought was okay, we're back to normal. The offense is going to suck for the rest of the game, and we're going to get a field goal and still get blown out. And then, sneaky breakout player, Stone Smart with an incredible catch on the right, down the right side, which led to Gus Edwards' touchdown. And it's okay, we have a game again. It's 13-7. We have a game again. It's not completely over. Then the Chiefs go 3-and-out. Then there's a big pass interference to Johnston. And I think this is why no J.K. Dobbins hurts, and also the interior O-line being horrible hurts a lot, because this happened in the Bengals game. The best, I don't know anything about X's and O's, but the best, this offense is at its best when Herbert is doing the running backs over here, and he does these play actions and just strikes it down the field. And that's what they did, that second drive. It was the play action, because they actually ran the ball. Just coming out of the game, they ran the ball for positive yards. They didn't just run it backwards, because they did that a lot. They do that a lot in the first half in the season. And then there was another great Stone Smart catch, this time on the left side, that led to a Quentin Johnston touchdown, which he had a fantastic game. So credit to him, because he kind of sucks most of the time. So very proud of him tonight, which made this Chargers lead 14-3. And then here was, I think, a tiny play, but a really critical play. It was on a 3rd and 8 or 3rd and 9. Bosa jumped off sides again, which just, it made the 3rd down so much easier. Chiefs go down, kick the field goal. Again, we Chargers get helped. Maybe it could have been a touchdown, but some guy the Chiefs just headbutted, which shouldn't be illegal. I think that's fun. I think there needs to be fighting after plays. But he just headbutts a man, and it's 15 yards, and we're not going to complain. And then Chargers get the ball back. Bad sack. Interior off. Trey Pipkins is so bad. So bad. That needs to be addressed in the draft. I would not be angry if we just drafted a right guard, because Zion Johnson's pretty bad. Trey Pipkins is very bad. So I think that's a big issue on this team. But then Quentin Johnston makes another 1st down, and he runs and trucks a dude and injures that guy, actually, which we don't want injuries, but that's a cool play. If you truck somebody and injure them, that's kind of cool. Also, this is where, and then he converts another big 1st down to Palmer. And this is where Herbert is 10 for 10 out of that, firing, after getting injured in the leg, firing to start the half, which is great. Love Herbert showed so much toughness. I'm so proud. I would kiss him right now. He showed so much toughness coming back from a terrible injury. And then he takes another sack, probably Trey Pipkins' fault, I don't remember. So Chargers settle, take the lead 17-16, but it's you can't get the ball back. It's the Chiefs. They're going to pull some magic. You can't get them the ball back. And then Cameron Dicker had a sneaky, really bad sell here as well, where on a kickoff, he just kicks a line drive, and it misses. I don't know the kickoff rules. They tell it before every single kickoff. I don't actually listen. I don't know, it didn't make it to the zone, and so they just get it at the 40, which, when it's a 1-point game, field position matters a lot. So I don't know if he was trying to do that or if he just messed up, which I don't know. And then Mahomes makes it in one of the most incredible plays. Only Mahomes plays where there's blitz. Derwin James comes up the middle, and he's just getting rocked, and he just finds a man sitting in the middle of the field for just a huge conversion on 3rd down, which won them the game pretty much. Because then he scrambles, and they knock over all the Gatorade, and they're in field goal range. And then there's 3rd and 1, 3rd and inches, and they pound it to Pacheco. The Chiefs could have won this game by a lot more. In the 3rd quarter and in the 1st quarter, they abandoned the run a lot. They were, I don't know the numbers. I didn't look at the numbers. I don't really care. But they were just, Pacheco was gashing the Chargers the entire night. Which they abandoned it, which allowed the Chargers to come back. But then they kind of got back to it on the last shot. They just ran it for first down. And then, of course, 3rd and 7, Chargers Chiefs, close game. Kelsey catches it, of course. Jukes Henley, who's had an incredible game, finds Kelsey just literally sitting on the ground, and he catches it, goes, ooh, frustrating. And then Satan himself just knocks the ball on the kick. There's no team that has been more lucky this, and maybe ever. I don't know. There's no number for luck, but the Chiefs they've won by a combined the inches that they've won by is literally smaller than something very small. It's not good. They are not a very good team. I'm of the belief. Because I don't think the Chargers are great. I think the Chargers are a year or two away. And the Chiefs and the Raiders suck. The Raiders are horrible. The Raiders are maybe the worst team besides the Giants. The Panthers are improving, but they're not very good. They're barely winning all these games against teams that aren't great. And I think they're going to win the Super Bowl. I think, unless they play the Lions. And I think God is with the Lions, and I think the Lions will triumph and beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. I think that's the only way. I think they will beat everybody else, unless it's going to literally take God himself to stop this team because they have Satan. That's all I have to say. I'm a little upset.